Today, we are taking a closer look at the School of Arts set from Pantasy. First of all, a big thank you to Pantasy for sending this set over for review. It's very much appreciated. This is a large set that combines an art academy, gallery spaces, and multiple classrooms all within a single structure, along with a fully integrated lighting system that adds another layer of detail to the display. With that said, let's jump straight into it. Starting with the minifigures, the set includes 4 of them, representing a mix of teachers and students. As it is common with Pantasy, all of them feature seated legs, allowing them to fit naturally into classroom and gallery scenes. The first figure is a professionally dressed gentleman wearing suspenders and a bow tie. His outfit gives him the appearance of an instructor or curator, and his facial expression suits the role perfectly. Next is what appears to be a painting student. She wears a casual hoodie with painted splatters printed on it, paired with blue jeans that reinforce the creative, hands-on nature of her character. The third minifigure sports a blue zip-up hoodie and a scarf, giving her a cozy and relaxed look. Her expressive eyes adds a lot of personality, making her one of the more memorable figures in the lineup. And rounding up the group is a stylish girl with glasses and elegant brown blues. The design feels refined and fits perfectly within the artistic theme of the building. Looking at the figures from the back, the torso printing continues nicely, adding extra detail and helping them feel complete from every angle. One thing I did notice is that the most of the leg printing doesn't extend into seated version. The hairstyle of the student in the blue hoodie uses a separate ponytail piece that add extra depth to the design. Now let's take a closer look at the main building, starting at the street level. Right away, you will notice the 2 beautifully designed lampposts positioned at the front of the academy. While they look fantastic, I was a little disappointed to discover that they don't actually contain lighting elements. Nearby, there is also a fire hydrant, which adds a nice touch of realism. One small drawback is that there are only 3 stats for displaying the 4 included minifigures, meaning one of them will need to stand freely elsewhere on the model. As we move closer to the building itself, one of my favorite details becomes apparent: the fence design. It makes excellent use of inverted building techniques, creating an elegant and distinctive look that immediately catches the eye. The facade is where this set truly shines. Visually, it's an incredibly attractive model, with plenty of architectural character. The main entrance is particularly impressive. Large columns frame the doorway and add a sense of grandeur, while the contrasting color palette helps emphasize the intricate details. The railings are another clever touch, using hockey stick elements in a creative and unexpected way. The staircase leading up to the entrance feels welcoming and substantial, featuring a nicely patterned landing and a striking red door that serve as a focal point. Even the door handle deserves praise, making excellent use of small parts to create a realistic appearance. About the entrance, the roofline employs a simple yet highly effective building technique. Instead of traditional hinges, the angled roof sections are connected using pins, allowing them to fold neatly into place while maintaining a clean and refined look. On either side of the entrance, you will find decorative banners, each featuring a unique design. These are printed elements, and as is typical for Pantasy sets, every decorated piece throughout the model is printed. There are no stickers included, which is always a welcome feature. Flanking the entrance, the large windows provide glimpses into the detailed interiors beyond. Moving up to the second level, the building's architecture becomes even more impressive. The tall windows on either side are standout features, complete with flower boxes positioned beneath them. Combined with the decorative framing around each window, they add both depth and visual interest to the facade. Stepping onto the terrace, you will find lamps positioned on either side, along with some visible wiring for the lighting system. While the cables are noticeable in places, the centerpiece of this area more than makes it up for it. The statue position in the middle is one of my favorite features of the entire build. It is cleverly constructed using minifigure head and a hairpiece combined with a custom-built body. The artist figure holds painting tools, adding both character and storytelling to the display. Behind the statue sits an ornate gold gate framed by a beautiful archway. I particularly appreciate how the surrounding black accents help balance the design. ensuring the gold details enhance the scene without overwhelming it. And the roof continues the building's strong architectural theme. The green roof peaks introduce additional color contrast while helping to break up the silhouette. Decorative finials and smaller roof details add further character, while several dormer-style windows in a blue and yellow bring extra visual interest. Dominating the center is a beautifully designed clock, another printed element that looks absolutely fantastic and serves as a focal point for the upper section of the building. The sides of the academy are relatively simple compared to the front facade, though they still include some nice details. Connection pins are provided for linking the building to other compatible modular-style structures. One of my favorite aspects of the side profile is the exposed studs along the roof edge, while add subtle texture and prevent the surface from feeling too flat. And around the back, the building remains just as impressive. The abundance of windows allow you to easily peek into the various classroom and interior spaces from multiple angles. The central, bay-style windows are particularly attractive and add plenty of architectural interest to the rear facade. The main rear doors can be opened, and several wall sections on both levels swing outwards to provide easy access to the interior. In addition to the opening walls, several roof sections and the middle structure can be removed entirely, making it much easier to explore and interact with the detailed rooms inside. And with that, let's step indoors and see what the Academy has to offer. Starting on the main floor, the interior immediately impresses with its grand central staircase, which naturally becomes the focal point as soon as you look inside. At the rear, decorative planters filled with purple butterfly elements cleverly represent flowers and greenery, adding a subtle but effective splash of color to the space. The ground floor is divided into two main sections, an oil painting classroom on one side and an art gallery on the other. Inside the gallery, a variety of three-dimensional art pieces are displayed throughout the room. You can easily recognize several famous works represented in miniature form, including interpretations such as the Mona Lisa and sunflowers. Even at this smaller scale, the pieces remain instantly recognizable, which is a great achievement in design. On the opposite side is the painting classroom, where the floor is fully tiled and incorporates numerous jumper plates for positioning minifigures and accessories. Along the walls, blank canvas are neatly stored within recessed display areas, while a printed Starry Night artwork hangs nearby. The center of the room is dedicated to a still life painting exercise, with a bowl of fruit surrounded by easels showing different stages of the same artwork. Is a thoughtful design that effectively communicates the learning process. Additional details, such as storage cabinets and overhead lighting, complete the space nicely. Moving up to the middle level, the central landing continues the artistic theme with another charming statue display. The flooring is heavily tiled, and the symmetrical staircases on the both sides create a balanced and structured layout. From the rear, you can appreciate additional detail such as printed banners and the back of decorative golden gates seen earlier. A water cooler is placed in one corner, while doors on either side lead into the adjacent classrooms. Before exploring the individual rooms, it's worth noting that several sections of this level are removable. Starting with the fashion design classroom, the interior features a mannequin displaying an outfit concept using a beautifully printed torso element. A sewing machine and other small workshop details help bring the space to life and reinforce its creative purpose. On the opposite side is the architecture classroom, which feels like a tribute to classic architectural studio setups. Inside you will find drafting tools, design sketches, a small-scale model, and seating for students. Despite the compact space, it is packed with thoughtful detail. Next are the two fully removable classrooms. The ceramics and pottery room is one of the most creative areas in the entire build. It includes a working pottery wheel, powered by a small Technic mechanism, along with shelves of tools and finished pieces, including an adorable clay cat. The execution here is particularly impressive. The second removable room is the photography classroom, which is equally well designed. A studio backdrop is set up for product photography, complete with a handbag as the subject. On the computer screen, a printed tile shows the captured image alongside a keyboard setup. A camera and additional equipment complete the scene, while the exterior railing adds an extra layer of realism. And at the top of the building, the roof design appears relatively simple at first glance. While it looks like a single connected section, it is actually divided into 3 separate modules, which makes access significantly easier. From the rear, the large skylight helps bring natural light into the main space. The 2 side roof sections each include hinge elements that can be slightly opened. However, once lifted, you will notice there is nothing hidden inside, something of a missed opportunity, as this space could have been used to conceal some of the mess from the academy. Now let's take a look at how the lighting system is powered throughout the building. The entire setup runs from a battery box that is cleverly hidden at the rear of the model, housed inside a custom-built tray. It is a smart and practical solution that keeps the power source neatly out of sight while still allowing relatively easy access to the switch when needed. The system operates on 3 AAA batteries. Also, it's worth noting that there is no USB power option included. As you explore the building, you will also notice a number of connecting cables running through the structure. For the most part, they are well concealed and thoughtfully routed, but in a few areas, they become slightly visible and could perhaps have been hidden a bit more effectively. And now comes the moment of truth. Let's switch off the lights and see how the building looks in the full darkness. The official name of this set is School of Arts, set number 85036. It is priced at approximately $230 or euros and includes 3,463 pieces, along with 4 minifigures. Pantasy also tends to offer promotional discounts around new releases, so any current deals or offers will be linked in the video description. Inside the box you will find 3 instruction manuals, which are clear and easy to follow. The set is also divided into 16 numbered bags, making the build process well organized from the start. In terms of the construction experience, the build is relatively straightforward, with few advanced techniques involved. Taking a relaxed pace, it took me around 6 hours to complete. Overall, the model comes together nicely and has a strong visual impact once finished. However, I do have a slight concern regarding the stability of the middle floor. The base is essentially formed from a single layer supported mainly by tiles, which doesn't feel as structurally strong as the rest of the model. If this set is intended for play as well as display, I do worry that this section could be prone to flexing or even partial separation over time. An additional reinforcement layer underneath would have improved durability significantly. And that wraps up the School of Arts set from Pantasy. Overall, this is an incredibly visually impressive model with a strong architectural design and some genuinely creative interior spaces that really bring the Academy theme to life. The mix of classrooms, gallery areas, and removable sections adds a lot of variety, and the lighting system, when fully set up, really elevates the display, especially in a darker environment. That said, it's not fully without few small compromises. The visibility of some cables, the lack of USB power, and the slightly weaker structural stability in the middle floor are all things worth keeping in mind. None of them completely take away from the experience, but they are noticeable depending on how you plan to display or use the set. Still, as a display piece, it absolutely delivers. The level of detail, the use of printed elements instead of stickers, and the overall architectural presence make it a standout build in this style of modular-inspired sets. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Would you add it to your collection or skip it? And if you found this review helpful, feel free to give the video a like or subscribe for more in-depth reviews, build breakdowns and previews of upcoming sets. Your support genuinely helps the channel grow and keeps content like this coming. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let me know your thoughts or questions in the comments. I always enjoy reading them. And until next time, happy building!